What is up, Dan fam? Welcome back. Now listen, in this particular video we're going to be going over the 4 best Shopify applications that you need to have in your particular store. So the first one that we're going to start off with is pretty simple, all right? So an ESP, an email service provider. Now 3 fall under those categories that come to mind. It goes from Klaviyo, MailFunnels, and Sendlane. Now I'm going to tell you right now that each and every one kind of do a little bit of a different job. So essentially, if you want to go out there and automate a post-sale sequence, meaning if you want to go out there and send automated emails based on a certain action, once you get somebody's email, you're going to be able to use something like MailFunnels and Klaviyo. And Sendlane does this as well. You just need like a little bit more of an integration. It's fairly simple. However, it really depends on what your actions are and what you want to do. So if somebody purchases, let's just say, a red fidget spinner on your site, and then what you want to do is have a post-sale sequence that sends out, let's just say 2 days after. So, you know, if they buy on a Monday, let's just say they're going to get an email on Wednesday, you know, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and it keeps on going for as long as you want. Where you're going to use is something like MailFunnels and or Klaviyo. So again, it really depends on who you want to use. The deliverability between both are very, very good. And again, I use both personally, and the top one that I can tell you that I use 100% is Sendlane. So Sendlane is definitely one of my favorites. However, Sendlane's purpose is to extract. What I do is I extract my emails from MailFunnels and then bring it over to Sendlane, so they're harbored inside of kind of like a main account. So my first suggestion is really setting up an email autoresponder or an email service provider, an ESP. So go out there, choose between Klaviyo, MailFunnels, Sendlane, and again, they all integrate directly within Shopify, and it's very, very important that you have this set up to send out newsletters, to send out broadcasts, just to go ahead and have automated email series as well. And again, very, very important that you have this set up in your store. A lot of people don't do this. Anywhere from 30 to 40% of your store's revenue will come through email. So you want to make sure this is set up from the get-go before you actually go ahead and get started with your store. Now let me give you the pros and the cons of every single one of these companies. I'm going to give you one pro, one con of each and every single one, so you can go out there and make an informed decision. When it comes down to Klaviyo, Klaviyo's pro is that they have a very, very, very good deliverability rate. However, the con is that they are a little bit more on the expensive side. So if we go to pricing, if you take a look at this, these are contacts. If you have, let's just say 500 contacts, it can be up to $25 a month. That's including cart abandonment, whether it's free emails, you know, if you have a spinner on your site that's offering something for free, you have a pop-up box that's offering something for free, whatever it is. If you have 500 contacts that go within Klaviyo, not just buyers, 500 in total contacts, they're going to charge you $25 a month. And again, most stores that you'll see, you know, might have anywhere from 10,000, 20,000, 30,000. So let's take 10,000 for example, 10,000 contacts. You're looking at around, give or take, around $350 every single month just for 10,000 contacts in total. That doesn't include buyers and everything else. That's just 10,000 contacts, which again makes it a little bit deterring. So I would suggest, if you want to use something more comparable and you want to save a little bit, head over to MailFunnels. MailFunnels, again, amazing deliverability. However, the pro about this isn't, I'm not going to say the deliverability, because when you're using an email service provider, an autoresponder, you should kind of keep aware that if they don't have good deliverability, that's a really big red flag. So, you know, Klaviyo is an exception because Klaviyo, I believe, has some of the best deliverability. That's why they're charging a little bit more. However, MailFunnels just as good with deliverability. And what I can tell you is, if we go down to pricing, what you can see down here is 1,000 subscribers, $9.99 a month. You have 2,000 people, $29.99, and etc. You go to 12,000 over here, you're at $139. Okay, so we had 10,000. If you look at Klaviyo, 10,000 at $350. Then MailFunnels, 12,000 at $139 a month. So again, it's definitely cheaper. Deliverability is there, but the pro for this particular program over here is the drag and drop email funnel builder. Very, very useful. The only con that I can say in particular with MailFunnels is the features that they roll out, and contrary to popular belief, a lot of people think I own mail funnels. I don't own mail funnels. So am I a part of the mail funnels board? Yes, okay, but I'm not the sole owner of mail funnels. Keep that in mind. So when I'm telling you this is because of the fact that I want to be very transparent. I don't own it, but I do go ahead and have a say on features that get rolled out and whatnot. So I can tell you one of the cons on our side is that features aren't rolled out fast enough, and I personally don't like that, and I have to go in and do a little bit more cleanup with that. But that's again on my side, and that's one of the cons I know from just being on the inside. Telling you that our features need to be rolled out a little bit faster. It's also harder because you're not working with something. Once you create it once, it's pretty much done. We have to keep making sure the emails get delivered. So that's kind of what I want to let you in on. Now, let's talk about SendLane. The pro about SendLane is that it's very, very affordable. However, the pro about SendLane, it was built by marketers, okay, for marketers, meaning that it's more so designated if you want to upload your email list once you have a lot and just send out mass promotions. You want to do it every other day, etc. Now, one of the cons about SendLane is that it's not very e-commerce friendly, meaning the templates there aren't designed for e-commerce. The way SendLane is structured isn't really designed for post-sale sequences unless you upload your list and want to just have a very plain Jane document. This is more for internet marketers. However, I put it in here because I do upload lists from ecom, okay, certain ventures into SendLane, and I definitely suggest, and again, SendLane is one of my top in there because again, I'm using it a lot for my digital side of the business, and it's super, super good. And when it comes down to deliverability for e-commerce, it is a little bit tougher. That's why I suggest mail funnels and or Klaviyo, depending on what you want to use. So again, I just give you kind of the pros and the cons here. SendLane's pro is the pricing as well, and it's more so by marketers for marketers. So when it comes down to the ease of use and them knowing exactly what it takes in order to get high deliverability, or more so high inboxing rates rather than promotion rates, because again, deliverability is different than just being in the inbox 100%, right? So there's inbox, there's promotions box, there's other, etc. So SendLane, very, very good at landing in the inbox. So those are the pros and the cons of the three. Let's move on to the next one. The second thing I'm going to suggest for anybody to have is funnel builders. Now, there's two on the market, and I do own one of them. I own it 100%. So TriFunnels is the one that I'm going to suggest, given the fact that I do own TriFunnels 100%. So TriFunnels, very, very easy drag and drop builder. Now, I do want to let you guys know right now that you can go and take a look in the description as well for TriFunnels. It creates, all right, pre-sell upsell pages. So what does that mean? It means if somebody goes to your TriFunnels page, it's a funnel, okay? So if they click add to cart, you can take them to product X. If they say no thank you, you can take them to product, Y, whatever you want to do. So essentially it just kind of keeps on building out that funnel however long you want to go. And this is very, very important because of the fact that you want to go out there and try to optimize for a high AOV. So what does that mean exactly? An average order value. A lot of people, what they do is they try to make money on the front end. So anywhere from $9 to $20, they'll go ahead and try to squeeze profit margins out of there. That's with ad cost, product cost, and fulfilling with shipping if there is shipping costs. So within that margin, you have to make a profit. However, a lot of people don't realize is during the checkout process, you can actually increase the AOV just by offering them more products during the checkout process by saying, hey, do you want this? Add to cart, no thanks. If they say no thanks, they go to the checkout either way. So it's not like you're losing the sale here. It just adds more money to your pocket as well. Zipify Pages is also another one. This one is owned by Ezra Firestone. And again, what I'm going to go ahead and say is first thing is first, the pricing is definitely a little expensive. However, I do like Zipify Pages given the fact that the templates that Ezra has in there are very drag and drop, very compatible with any e-commerce store. However, I will admit, okay, and this is going to be, and I'm going to start the pros and cons here now, okay, because I'm going to give, I'm going to give the pros and cons of TriFunnels first. The pros of TriFunnels is the pricing. Right now, the pricing is $9 per store or $29 for unlimited. Now, I will go ahead and say this right now. I'm going to put this on record. We're releasing our drag and drop builder. meaning it's going to be element blocks. Think of ClickFunnels, okay? So you're going to be able to just drag, images on there, and it'll put it in a block, and then you can edit the block however you want. That's how the drag and drop builder is going to be working. So you have complete control over the page. And once we release that in anywhere from 4 to 8 weeks, okay, the price will be double. So it's going to be anywhere from $16 for one store and then around $47 a month for unlimited. So if you want to get it on the ground floor and get grandfathered in, now's the time to do so. It's already in the works. I'm letting everybody know. There's no secret about it. So don't get angry if you come back and you're like, what the heck? Again, I let you know. Now the con that I'm going to tell you right now is that we don't have the drag and drop builder. And that was the con that I've had for a while. A lot of people wanted more customization, and I couldn't offer more customization the way we set up the coding and whatnot. But our con is now being fixed, but I can't take it out of the con because it hasn't been fixed. It's in development. So until we roll it out, I don't want to go ahead and tell you that it's a pro, because it's not, unfortunately. But what I can tell you is if you get in now, you get grandfathered in, and you'll have that drag and drop builder for your own. So one of the cons is that TriFunnels does not have that drag and drop builder. However, Zipify Pages. Let's talk about Zipify Pages. The pros of Zipify Pages is one of the cons for TriFunnels, which is that they have a drag and drop builder. Another pro is that they have templates for you. However, all right, so those are two pros, is the templates and the drag and drop builder. However, the templates that Zipify Pages has is very geared towards, for those of you that have been following, more so Vivere Smiles, Boom by Cindy Joseph, more so brands, okay? And again, I know Ezra's targeting more so brands than anything because that's a great audience demographic to target. And one of the things I can tell you is that if you're going to be relying on their templates, it's not so much going to help you sell fidget spinners and trinkets, okay? You need to be going out there, you need to be building a brand if you really want to get the most out of Zipify Pages. And what I will say, the second thing, okay, the con, in my opinion, is more so the pricing. Now, the pricing, and I'm going to go ahead, this is all relative to you more than anything, because if you look at the pricing in regards to, you're getting a lot more for your buck, that's fine. Now, if you look at it as in more expensive for kind of the same playing field, that's fine as well. But my personal opinion is that it is a little bit more cost intensive for any beginners or any store owners that are just getting started. For example, Zipify Pages Plus is $1,000 every single year, or the basic is $700 every year. But if you're paying monthly, it's either $67 a month or $97 a month. So again, it is very intensive on your pockets, but I definitely suggest getting a funnel builder app because it's super, super important. And it's definitely something that you want to go out there and be using in your stores. Those are the pros and cons. Those are the two best on the market, in my opinion. One of them I am unbiased for because, again, I am the owner of it. But Zipify Pages, if you guys don't like me, if you don't like these videos, if you just don't like me in general, then go ahead and use Zipify Pages. But again, TriFunnels is more so geared for, as of right now, the trinket stores and whatnot. Whether you're doing print on demand, you're using AliExpress. Zipify Pages, in my professional opinion, is definitely geared more so towards brands because of the way they set up their pre-sale pages, their sales pages, and all that. So that's just my 2 cents. Let's head to the next app. Now, one of the most important things, and I've preached this over and over again, is analytics. And analytics is by far one of the most important things in your store because you need to know your numbers. You need to absolutely know what's going on inside of your store in order to go ahead and scale up. So 2 apps, I'm going to talk about them real quick. And yes, I do own one of these apps as well. I know it's crazy. You're probably realizing, holy cow, Dan, I didn't realize how many apps you own. Yeah, so I just don't do information products. We develop software here as well. Crazy concept, huh? So again, over here, this one isn't mine. However, it's called Actionable Google Analytics. So what they're going to go out there do right over here, get powerful features of enhanced e-commerce like purchase funnel, product performance, and internal promotions report, which is super, super important. Track product refunds, out of stock, product position-based conversion rate, eliminates scale, implementation effort, and allows you to focus on analytics to take action. Again, something really, really important that I suggest you focus on as well is analytics, and this is stuff that they'll go ahead and automatically kind of fulfill or fill in for your store. Just make sure you link up Google Analytics, or you can do it the classical route and just go to analytics.google.com and link it up 100% for free. It's that easy. So I'm going to add in analytics.google.com onto that list because that's the free That's a free version. And again, if you're brand new, you're just getting started, I suggest going with that version. Okay. Again, if you want to scale up later on, then you can go right over here, or you can go to Shopometrics, and Shopometrics is mine. It is a standalone. And what we do is we do a lot of things here. So first thing is first is we integrate directly with Facebook and Google. So what does that mean? It means that we talk to your store, we talk to Google AdWords, we talk to Google Analytics, and we talk to Facebook. And what we do is we grab data from Facebook, we grab data with your store, and we'll give you your actual profit. So you have to calculate the numbers, meaning you have to go out there and you have to calculate how much it costs you. So if it costs you like $3 to fulfill the product, $12 for shipping, and 2.9% fee, it calculates everything, every fee, every little minute detail to give you your exact profit margin. And then it takes the Facebook ad campaign that you're running, the ad set and the ad at the same time, and it calculates everything for you at one single time. So it tells you exactly which campaigns to scale up. And it'll even show you bars to, well, literally, if you say, hey, I want a 55% profit margin or a 30% profit margin, you input 30%, and then Shopometrics will spit out exactly what it suggests you to do. Increase your ad spend by X, Y, and Z, or decrease your product by X, Y, and Z, and increase X, Y. Again, it spits out the information that you need in order to make calculated decisions based on what you're telling Shopometrics. So that's one of the cool features as well. Another one is, again, adaptive analytics, like I said to you before. Smart forecasting, basically what's going to be happening in the future if your campaign runs its course, if you scale it up, etc. We also have calculators in here. So before you ever launch a campaign, you can go out there and, well, pretty much get a forecast of how that campaign would perform with your product cost, shipping, all of that pretty fancy stuff. So again, analytics is definitely something super, super important. I definitely want you to go ahead and figure out an analytical tool that you want to use, whether or not it's a paid version of Google Analytics, it's a free version of Google Analytics, or Shopometrics. Just use one, very important. Now, the last app that I'm going to go ahead and talk about is Oberlo. And everybody knows what Oberlo is. This makes your life a whole lot easier because you can just go ahead and automatically import products from AliExpress right onto your store. Oberlo is pretty simple. I do have a video on how to install Oberlo and pretty much run a store entirely around Oberlo. So, and I think I'll link that in the description. But if I don't, just shoot me a reminder in the comments to go ahead and, well, pretty much put the link there if I forget about it. But essentially, you install this application on your store, and what it does is you can go ahead and run searches right within your store, and then it'll pull products from AliExpress. You can just click add to queue, add to queue, add to queue, and then publish the products. It'll publish it right to your store. You can literally take all the variants. It'll count the out of stock for you, and then it will auto fulfill for you. The reason I put that in quotes is because it just basically opens up something on your Google Chrome browser and fulfills all the information. It just does it right in front of you. You still have to enter some information, but it makes things a lot easier so you don't have to be typing. It does save a lot of time. So Oberlo falls last on that list, right? So again, those are the 4 apps that I highly suggest you use, and I have one more thing to tell you. The last thing I want to go ahead and tell you is that Shopify Masterclass, you guys hit it, okay? I said I'll leave it open if you guys go ahead and hit 500 likes on the last video or so, and it surpassed 500 likes. I think we're at like 700-800 likes at this point. You guys surpassed it. I'm going to hold up my end of the agreement, okay? All of November, it's still 100% free. This is an incredible, incredible Shopify course. I think we're almost at like 10,000 members at this point that registered in here. As you can tell, we cover everything you can imagine, from configuring your entire Shopify account all the way to research, building funnels, store analytics, Facebook ads, selling your store, and funnels. Let's talk about email funnels. Let's talk about product funnels. That's what we cover. And you should just see the amount of people that have been saying how much the course is worth. Some people saying it's worth anywhere from $300 to $500. And again, it's 100% free, giving back to the community. And I do want to let you know, if you guys want a 21-day free trial plus 10% off lifetime packages of Shopify, the link is in here, okay? I can't put it out there anymore. Shopify's been cracking down on a lot of people for sharing their links. So you actually have to put it behind something now. I can't just put it out to the public. So if you want that link, it's inside the course as well. And I definitely suggest you go ahead and register for this course, watch all the information, take action, because you're going to absolutely love the information in here. So again, thank you so much, Dan Fan, for coming out here. Shoot a like on this video. If you want more videos like this, I will go ahead and put them out. And yep, that's all I have for today. I'll catch you guys soon.